Hey, Shalom. It's your brother Dan Allah, and I'm back with a breakdown through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, First Corinthians chapter 7, verse 29. But this I say, brethren, that the time is short, it remaineth, that both they that have wives be as though they had none, and they that weep as though they weep not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not, and they that use this world as not abusing it. For the fashion of this world passeth away. All right. So we have to learn to stay content. Without further ado, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Salutations to the brothers and sisters that magnify this truth on the four corners of the earth, and double honors to the elders over at Great Millstone. Many times in this truth, all right, we have to know that we have to stay humble. Even when we gain, you may be blessed with a good job. You may be blessed with a good financial situation, or the Lord may give you something luxurious or something that you desire in this world. But at the end of the day, we have to know that we cannot take what we have in this world with us, and to stay content. Because if we get lost into the things that are given to us in this world, then our mind will not be single. So again, I want to read 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 29. But this I say, brethren, that the time is short, it remaineth, that both they that have wives be as though they had none, and they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not, and they that use this world not as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. You see that? So everything that we gain in this world today will surely pass away. So we are not to get caught up in these things. Yes, it's okay to have nice things, and that, you're going to get things that you work hard for. All right, you may want a PS5 or something like that to pass time when, you're not into the scriptures at the moment. But we can't get caught into these things, these luxury things, because they're all vanity. All right, we must keep our eye single on the scriptures. All right, and everything else is just a bonus. This is John chapter 12, verse 25. He that loveth his life shall lose it. We shouldn't be loving, all right, how we're fashioned in this world, or another possessive things that we gain. Again, it's okay to have them. There's nothing wrong with it. But we shouldn't abuse it, all right? And he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it until life eternal. Yeah, man. And even when you gain, all right, when your financial situation change, or, you receive something that that you hope for, we still must hate this life, all right? Because all this stuff is temporal, all right? We're not going to drag none of this into the kingdom, all right? And surely we shouldn't put it over the Lord. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 6. But godliness with contentment is great gain, all right? So we got to be content with what we do have, all right? That's great gain, all right? Because everything, sometimes we tend to be ungrateful of what we do have, but it's a blessing to have what you have already. You should be content with what the Lord has already given you. And everything else, like I said before, is a bonus because you're truly blessed. All right, there's men and women on the earth and in different countries who don't have, half of the stuff that you may have. All right, so let's go to the 7th verse. We brought nothing into this world, but it is certain we can carry nothing. Salakia, but it is certain we can't carry nothing out. It says, and having food and raiment, Let us be there with content. So long as you have your basic things, your food, all right, your clothing, you have a roof over your head, the Lord command us to be content with that, man. All right, verse 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation, all right, and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men into destruction and production, right? Because when your mind is set on just one thing, all right, and you just want the money, it becomes a distraction. And we know down the road to the riches where where that lands you, all right, like it says, into foolish and hurtful lusts, all right, and it does drown men into destruction. We see it happen, you know, a lot of times in this world. It says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil." You see that? And I want to point the key word out there. It says love, all right, because we're going to have to get money in this world to maintain, to keep your head above water. Okay, even the scriptures say that money is a defense. So money can be helpful when used properly. But when you become in love with money, all right, that's when it becomes the problem. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some covenant after, they have erred from the faith. So when you fall in love with money, all right, and your job, your business, or whatever you got going on a day-to-day basis, you can err from the faith, all right, because your mind has to be on God first, all right, and pierce themselves through with many sorrows. But though, O man of Yahweh, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, meekness, all right? That's where your mind has to be able to continue in this thing, all right? Fight the good fight with faith. Lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses. Right, man. All right, so don't let the money overtake you, okay? This is Philippians 4 and 11. Not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content. So no matter what situation, you could be down, all right? You can be going through a struggle, which we're going to go through trials, all right? But at the same time, we have to learn to be content, man, even when we're abased or brought to a low state. I know both how to be abased and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I am instructed, both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. I can do all things through Yahweh Shai, which strengthens me. You see that? Because all of these things, all right, can be accomplished. All these things can be dealt with through the faith of Yahweh Shai. All right, because that faith is what's going to, get you through, man. Right? Philippians 3 and 13. Brethren, I count not myself to be apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before. I press towards the mark for the prize of the high calling of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded. And if in anything ye be otherwise minded, Yahweh shall reveal even this unto you. Again, man, pressing towards that mark, having your eyes single towards the Lord, man. All right. This is what Paul is going into. All right. One thing, and that's keeping your mind on the prize and, you know, having that faith in Yahweh Shai, man, that's how we gonna obtain the kingdom. Everything else can be a distraction, but if you use it properly and not abuse it, all right, it can be used correctly in so many words. So with that, I hope it was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Until next time, Shalom.